Hi there, Bill DeWeese here with a performance power tip that will take your performances from single-dimensional to multi-dimensional, helping you win more auditions and get more voiceover work. Welcome to this week's DeWeese Directive. Hey, hope you're doing well. I want to thank you for joining me for this week's DeWeese Directive. And it's a performance power tip that will take you from being single-dimensional to multi-dimensional. One of the biggest things that I really focus on when working with my students in developing their performance skills is helping them to get out of the single-dimensional mode. And single-dimensional can be shown in different ways. For instance, there's the voice talent that may take a read, regardless of whether it's for a monster truck rally, a funeral home, a hospital, a grocery store, or toothpaste, and it all basically sounds the same. The music bed may be different. You may read it a little faster, a little slower, maybe a little more intensity, maybe a little less intensity, but essentially it's the same read style. Well, there's another way to be single-dimensional that can be equally as hazardous to your career, and that is by not acknowledging the movements within a script, knowing that not all parts are created equal and not all parts are created to accomplish the same purpose. But if you treat them that way, then you in essence are a single-dimensional voice talent, and again, making it more difficult to win auditions and get more voiceover work. So always look for, I refer to them as acts, as in ACTS, like acts in a play. And some scripts, and I'm speaking specifically of commercial scripts, will have maybe more acts than other, but there are essentially three primary acts of a commercial script. There's the establishment of the need, there's the solution to that need or problem. So think of it this way: problem, need, and then the tag, which is usually the product identifier, or maybe a further explanation of the product. So problem, need, tag. Now, let me share with you a script and give you, and this is just a 3-sentence script. Each sentence is its own act, and it's for pledge, dusting, multi-surface to be specific. Here's the script. Let me just read it through for you very quickly so you'll get a sense of what it is. You never know what messes you'll run into while dusting. Compared to a dry duster, a can of Pledge picks up more dust and cleans 100% of messes. Pledge multi-surface, dusts better, cleans more. 3 sentences, each sentence the scene or a separate act within the script. Sentence number 1 is the problem. You never know what messes you'll run into while dusting. Sentence 2, the solution. Compared to a dry duster, a can of Pledge picks up more dust and cleans 100% of messes. And then the tag or the product identifier. Pledge multi-surface, dusts better, cleans more. Now, let me give you a strategy that will help you to more clearly differentiate the acts within the script so that when people hear it, they can tell that you are in touch with the script and understand the context and what's going on. When I'm reading a script and when I'm coaching somebody to read a script, I always encourage that person to visualize one face in their mind that they're speaking to, because it takes presentational style or broadcast style and makes it more one-on-one conversational. But let's take it a step further. If you change faces of your audience within the script for each act, it will help you to better create space and distance and differentiation between the acts. So simply envision that you're turning your gaze from one person to another. Now, don't do it physically because obviously that takes you off microphone and that's not a good thing. But mentally envision a new face as you go from each sentence. So here's what it would sound like. And again, after each sentence, as I move to the next act, I'm going to envision a different face or audience in my mind to help you be able to hear the difference in my delivery. You never know what messes you'll run into while dusting. Compared to a dry duster, a can of Pledge picks up more dust and cleans 100% of messes. Pledge multi-surface, dusts better, cleans more. 3 sentences, 3 distinct things happening, 3 acts within that script. I visualize a different face or audience for each act or sentence in this case, which allows me to give a more effective read, making me multi-dimensional as opposed to single-dimensional. So again, a strategy that you can use in your auditions and in your jobs to get more jobs and to keep your clients happier. Thanks for checking out this DeWeese Directive, and I want to tell you about a couple of learning opportunities that are coming up. I've been really delighted, surprised at the response to my voiceover fast track class, which is a 4-week class for people who are really getting into the business and whose burning question is, what do I do now? Where do I start? What about home studios? What about how do I audition? How do I market myself? How do I edit audio? Those kind of questions are answered in my voiceover fast track. And then I have a brand new performance coaching class where we do nothing for 4 weeks, 4 separate classes. But by the way, these are both in small group settings, where we do nothing but read through scripts and practice and get direct feedback from me to help you become a more effective performer, again, to win more auditions and get more voiceover work. My March classes are obviously at this point filled and already beginning. However, I still have seats open virtual. And this is all done virtually, by the way, in small groups. So you can do this from your own home regardless of where you live. I have seats open for April. So if you're interested in either my voiceover fast track or my performance coaching class, simply email me at voiceoverexperts@gmail.com. And in the subject line, put fast track or performance coaching information, please. And I'll make sure that I get that to you. I do wish you great success in your voiceover career, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon.